All right, so somebody reached out to me on Instagram, asked me if I've tried this Nike shoe before. This is the Nike Reina EasyOn. I never even heard of it before, but I wanted to buy them and check them out, see if they're comfortable. Would I recommend buying them or not? This is a shoe, for those wondering, has a little bit of a different story than I would have anticipated when I looked up the description about these shoes. Sounds like these are really for pregnant women. And I was like, that's actually pretty awesome. The idea of that they're making some easy on footwear for obviously somebody that maybe need it. But is it a good buy or not? That is where I'm kind of torn. I think it's good and almost perfect, but also has some things that needs improvement. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with what we have here. It was actually true to what it says, easy on, as it does say on the side of the shoe right here. I did get my true to size 9.5, and that fit me just fine. This is a women's 11, men's 9.5. And you know, at first glance, I was like, it's a pretty stylish looking shoe. Kind of reminds me of like a laceless, like Nike React sort of shoe or something like that. But it does have a foam on it. I'm not exactly sure what it is. It feels maybe like Cushlan 3.0 or something like that. You have a very interesting little mid wedge though that was kind of odd because it is a little bit of a harder plastic rubber material. It's not so hard that you feel like you're going to cut yourself, but it is kind of rigid and it does stick out both sides of the shoe with a little bit of the Nike branding on the side as well. Now again, the Easy On, super fun. The fact that you could just drop the heel, slide these on. They do have like other pairs of Flyknit sneakers that has this same sort of feature. So it's not the first one and hopefully not the last one that Nike creates with this kind of technology. I do feel like it was really easy to get on, even though the upper is kind of a stretchy Flyknit material, which I honestly thought was going to just get caught all the time. I did a bunch of tests and honestly it was pretty easy to get on with very minimal times where the Flyknit material actually got caught under my foot. However, if you have a little bit of a bigger foot, especially like, I'm not saying it always happens, but swollen ankles, especially when you're pregnant and stuff. My wife had that a little bit. Yeah, it might get caught up a little bit because of some swelling. So maybe it's a good option for your feet for pregnancy. I'm going to throw it out there from the beginning of the video though, that personally my recommendation would be this shoe out of the two. I just got these. I haven't done a review on them yet. I will be doing a review on my channel soon, but so far the first day wearing these things, they're incredible. This is the new Pegasus 41 from Nike. This one does feature the Nike React X midsole and Air Zoom in the forefoot of the shoe. It's done right. This shoe is really, really good. So it's like you could get a specialty shoe, something like this. It's pretty comfortable, more squishy, I guess, overall, sensation-wise, but there are a couple drawbacks to the shoe. Personally, I just like to double lace the top here, where I basically just squeeze an extra lace through the top hole. It kind of cinches it a little bit and lets me wear them relaxed enough that you can just slide your foot on and you don't have to have an easy on sort of access. However, they do offer fly easy versions. I don't think they have an updated one for the 41s yet, but they have had them for the 40s in the past, so that might be a better option for those people wondering. More on this shoe soon, a review very soon on the channel. But back to this, let's go ahead and get into some details of what Nike says about this product. So the Nike Reina EasyOn, if that's how you pronounce it, $140 at retail. They don't have wide sizes, which is kind of interesting. Obviously, for pregnancies and stuff, it feels like the shifting of the foot might actually occur there, but it is what it is. It does say, from bump to beyond, the Reina EasyOn is with you throughout the ultimate endurance sport, your pregnancy journey. I love that they call it an endurance sport. With an innovative sockliner that adjusts to your foot size, it has you ready for anything from low impact movement to walking to everyday wear. So interesting that they call out the sockliner adjusting to your foot size. I'll get more into that in a minute. It says, plus the laceless EasyOn entry has a bendable heel for hands-free fit. And it does say Flyknit construction and a supportive midsole plate combined to help keep you stable and comfortable so you can move with confidence. Now, I'll tell you, straight out of the box, again, fit is true to size, very easy to get on. Feels overall very comfortable. The squish is nice in the midsole. It's a comfortable shoe. However, the big problem that I had with the shoe, I was just running around the backyard with the kids, and as you could hear from what I just said, running around, it's not a running shoe. It's not something that you could remotely use as a running shoe. I literally ran from one side of the yard to the other, trying to get the dogs to follow me, and I juked myself right out of my shoe, completely bent sideways and fell off my foot. I was like, okay, for a non-sport sort of thing, perfectly fine. No juking involved. If you do a little bit of a quick step and run, you're going to find yourself falling right out of the shoe. So if you need something that has a multi-sport sort of angle to it, where you're going to be doing like a mild little run, especially if you have a kid already and you're pregnant for the second time, or if you're just buying these for casual usage, you can wear them very casually and it's a great shoe. However, you pick up the pace for 1 second and do a quick little jab step of any sort and your foot's going to go flying out. It didn't happen just once, it happened multiple times, which is why I'm personally returning this pair. It can't fit into my comfort sneaker rotation if I can't even wear the shoe and it feels like it's going to fall off of my foot with the design. So I do like the idea and the concept, and obviously you know from this video that this shoe is not made for me. I'm not pregnant. We're not going to have any more kids. However, that being said, the idea of falling out of your shoe is not super ideal, and there's no way to contain your foot because of the way that the knit upper is. Now, it does say it does stretch, so it could adapt to your foot as you're maybe getting bigger. I will say it might adapt to your foot by when your foot gets bigger, it stretches out and it just feels more snug because this is constraining on the top of your foot, something that's it was easy to get on, and again, they did a great job designing it. But overall, if you gain a little bit of weight in your foot or water weight here, it's going to fit. It's just going to not be very comfortable. So that's my 2 cents. Take with that what you will. I have a little bit of a wider foot anyway. So for me, this section right here, too much pressure kind of just bugs the top of my foot. If you don't have any problems with sock-like sneakers, then this section won't be a problem for you. But usually I don't prefer it like this. The overall traction of the shoe is pretty good. You do have a little bit of a gap in the bottom of your shoe down here as well. Some people may like that. Some people may not. Honestly, I didn't find it like a nuisance or anything walking around with them. But overall, I would say it's a very comfortable pair of shoes. Again, $140 price point. No sport mode, this could be a great option. I love the Flyknit integration. The heel drop is something that I think is excellent as well. However, I will say that a couple times, this materials that overlap here with the Flyknit and the heel, it did kind of overlap and fold over down here, and then it was like a little bit of a bump down here. So you have to kind of just readjust and set up that. It didn't happen all the time, but it's just noteworthy that sometimes it can get caught up here a little bit. I think the idea and the concept of what they're creating is great. I love the drop heels, and I like that it's springy enough that you can actually get your shoe back on. I did a couple, again, quick tests. It was very easy to get on and off, even with the snugness of the Flyknit. So again, engineering I think is very nice. It's an attractive looking shoe as well. And even though it's not necessarily geared toward me, it's something that I did find myself enjoying as I had it on my foot. But again, just a quick step. I'm going to go ahead and skip that one. I'm going to keep this one though instead, and I'll do a review again on these ones soon. Personally, between these two, this is heavier. This is an overall better shoe. Yeah, and I had to look it up. The price point is exactly the same, 140 for 140. I know that this might not be as easy to get on as these, but overall, I mean, I think that this is going to be more forgiving on your foot. It's a more comfortable all-around pair if you need something to walk around and stay active while you're pregnant. I mean, obviously, it is important to stay active while you're pregnant as well. This is an all-around, just much better pair of sneakers, and they do have wide versions of these as well. So anyways, I'll link both of these in the description of the video. I do get a little bit of a kickback from Nike when you guys purchase the shoes, and it definitely supports myself and my family when you guys do that. I greatly appreciate it for anybody that uses my links. But thank you again for stopping by and watching the video. This was an experience, man. I've never really thought I'd try a pregnancy sneaker out, but Nike's creating all sorts of crazy stuff. I would say that it's a good step in the right direction. Maybe not the perfect shoe yet, but I appreciate what they're trying to create and the fact that they're just creating different things for different people. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the quick video, even though I'm not the intended audience. And if you guys found the video somewhat informative, drop a like on the video, subscribe for more sneaker content. Hopefully we'll see you back on the channel for some more content though. Have a great day. All right, peace guys.